Welcome, dear friends. Our topic today, Jeffrey Epstein. And also, we want to thank Jeffrey Epstein because he made us aware that we are ruled by trash. All those people up there with power, most of them were, you could say, slaves. But there is another aspect of somebody of whom they claim he was a sex addict. And this somebody is Andrew, ex-Prince Andrew. And let's see how we could help him. If he is a sex offender, sex addict, a pervert like his biography says, if he couldn't get enough, no, we all are no saints. Yeah. But if he was almost a slave of his desire, somebody said, you name the word perversion, he tops it. He has another idea to that, to show you what perversion really is. So, this guy, Andrew, was obviously a sex addict. Now, if he was that much addicted, then maybe it's best to castrate him. And I mean that seriously, because if they would castrate him, then maybe his desire will be reduced a little bit. There's a former lover of him who said he had no boundaries in the bedroom. He wanted me to engage in kinky sexual activity of the worst kind. I don't want you to use your fantasies. We are also not here to judge. But if castration is the best for this poor man, then castrate him. When he returned to London, this lover said, he had about 1,000 women. Okay, why not? Why not? This woman said, I felt like he used me for a few days so he could live his wildest fantasies. And Jeffrey Epstein said of Andrew, he was my closest friend in the world. And he said the king's brother was a serial addict. No, serial sex addict. A serial sex addict. He said he needed it 10 times a day. So he could outlive his perversions. See what a blessing it would be for this man, for Andrew, if they would catch him. He may not say castrate me, but they could force him. They could hold him, castrate him, and he wouldn't be bothered any longer by his desires. That would be a possibility. Andrew also repeatedly would insist of staying in hotels rather than embassies, which cost then the taxpayers more money. He spent millions on his sex fantasies. Wonderful. But he was not ready for it. Kundalini, you know the Book of Light teaches Kundalini, when it gets you, then... And by the way, they say always, oh, there is a primitive sex offender, a man without education. This man had education. He had intellect. But such intellect can turn against you. You can use it to further develop your perversions. He was in Thailand. As many as 40 women visited his room. And When one left, the new came. A source claimed in a book of his biographer, Loney. There's another royal expert, forgot his name, Sykes, I think, Tom Sykes. He said, my sources have confirmed Loney's account on Andrew's industrial scale sexual consumption carried out under the auspices of royal diplomacy, with the full apparatus of the British state behind him. And there's one, I don't use the word the old crow. His mother, of whom they say she was constantly drunk, the so-called queen. She knew about it. He was her favorite. She knew about it, about everything. Did she participate? Did they eat children, babies? Adrenochrome? There's a new source that says these people, they cut open the womb of a pregnant woman, take out the baby and sucked on it to take the energy of the baby. Adrenochrome. Dear friends, karma will take care of those people. Karma will take care, believe me. But it doesn't stop us from revealing what has to be revealed. He saw these female bodies, he saw like female bodies, Andrew, some source said it of him, like the perks of office. And he had bizarre childish pranks. And it is not so much proven or if they sucked babies, unborn babies. They ate them, it says. And the entire Pizzagate thing, okay, let's not even talk about this. He had bizarre childish pranks, this guy. Yeah? He said sometimes, hold your hands out there with eyes outstretched with eyes closed. And when I say clap, clap. And they clapped, and unbeknownst to them, they had an open tube of mustard in their hands, leaving them with the condiment over their faces. He pushed the dinner companion face into the meal, unzipped the woman's dress. Well, it's a desire. I think the royal family is a degenerated piece of shiny sunshine. And this is good so. Because it teaches us man should not rule over man. I suggest these people should be expropriated, unpowered, depowered. They should end the monarchy. They should put them in a tribunal, put them either in jail, or the entire corrupt crowd put them in a factory, so they can get straight again. Let them work, really work, and forget the monarchy. It is Satan's idea, monarchy. Okay. we have to be, we don't want to insult anybody, but I think castration would be the best for this, for the prince, ex-prince. Would be the best, I think. What else can be said? He always requested attractive women. Okay, yeah, why not? To be brought to his events. There were some diplomats that were seemingly disgusted. And many speak of how Andrew's staff often requested that attractive women be invited to events with a private secretary specifying, he likes blondes, I'm a diplomat, not a pimp. A private secretary said, hey, I'm not a pimp. Well, the prince said, shut up, you. He's alleged to have slept with 1,000 women. Did he sleep with babies? Or with kids? Did he eat babies in satanic rituals? Meine Lieben, my dear friends, there is a book, Die Weltformel, the formula of the world, where I show in an illustration who the real satanic powers are. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. And this is one way of attaining satanic power. Adrenochromic injections and transformations. Adrenochromic. Moment, dear friends. Opla. My God. Am I to be seen? No, not really. Now, there we are. Did the Queen Mum eat babies and have their blood injected? Did he do it? I wrote a song touching these topics. But I want to show you how the one way of how the powerful get the power is this. They are programmed by satanic forces, get all the power, but must serve. And the perversions of the animal lust of such a krake transforms into the human, and we have here also the rituals that lead to all these perversions. Moment, please. You see? Under the influence of the stars is a satanic baby born, for instance. Glory to the Book of Light, dear friends. The Book of Light teaches man shall not rule over man. And people like Jeffrey Epstein are serving, helping to fulfill the message of the Book of Light. Namely, it shows that those up there are scum, with few exceptions. We are ruled by scum. By scum are we ruled. So. Somebody said he was not a hunter of women. They were just brought to him, he said. So it reminds me a bit to my career, although it was not this way. When I was on stage for bodyguards, I said, her, 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 and after that, her. I admit it. But they came by free will. Therefore, see, judge not, lest you be judged. He did not understand social etiquette. He was like a frustrated bully. And of course there was this problem with the royal family and so forth. And there was this, his wife, Ferguson. Somebody told me a story when she was in New York in a hotel. She slipped and fell on the ground. Somebody helped her. And she said, "Don't touch me, I'm royal." I hope he said to her, "You're a piece of shit." Yeah, that's what you are. Just as a reaction to such well, these are things, when I read this, he made jokes about urinating himself. Nah, this is not so. My new book is about banks. The true criminals in the world are not politicians. They are just too stupid to be criminal. Banks are the real. We need a new money system that can circulate, because everything else doesn't function. This would have been a possibility for Andrew to and not always just humping his energy away. Oh yeah, good. I'm here in Germany. Germany is broke. We have 5 billion. In America, billion is not like in Germany. We have 5 billion euro deficit. It will quickly be to 6-7 billion. Our children or our grandchildren will urinate on our graves because we left them this a country that goes into the next war, so all arranged by the banks, because we live from the credit of the banks. In Canada, I give a good example for that. This is something that the Andrew should have been involved with. The banks just augment the interest on the interest, and in Canada, from one day to the other, people went poor. Although everything was okay. Now I know I'm diverting now, but No, but this would have been a good job for him. Instead of it, he was just... And it's no wonder. In ancient, or in the Middle Ages and so, we had the guillotine. French people were very good at that. You don't like the king? Heads off. But I would, in case of Andrew, I would not say heads off, I would say testicles off. For his best. And because he would not do that on free will, I would hope we would have a judge who says, by force, you will be castrated. Yeah. He was bullying everybody. Low self-esteem. Everybody. And just pick some points of it. And I got this. Then I have a picture here of him. He looks really debil. I feel sorry for him. But maybe castration would be the best. And he relinquished his titles. The announcement came in October. The scrutiny surrounding the Duke of York. Duke of York? Get a job. Get a job. But permit them to castrate you, so you wouldn't suffer anymore from your urge. And of course there was Virginia Gifford, whom he held, and he had his sex games with her. She killed herself, 41 years, took her own life. She accused Prince Andrew and said, not only me, I know tons of women that he used for his perversions. She accused him of sexually assaulting her 3 times when she was a teenager. Well, I had a friend who said to me, so what? The mother of Jesus was 10 years old or 12. And the lover of Muhammad was 9, they say. But hey, let's have some common sense, yeah? Also he is entitled. I don't. When Ghislaine is free, I doubt that she will say everything. Maybe she knows that Epstein is not dead or whatever, or if he assumes it. No. Or Andrew will reap his karma latest in next life, when all those whom he assaulted and abused will go against him and will become his enemies. Jesus said it, your family will be your enemy, although it's meant in another way too. Yeah, what else? I mean, judge not, lest you be judged. Or what? That's clear. I agree to that. So, now, let's see how far we get. Okay. Now, this is still a draft, but I try. I try my best. It's time. This is document, historical document. Adrenochrome, Adrenochrome, Pizzagate, Pizzagate. Politicians, bankers and priests get naked, take off your clothes. Epstein is standing in front of your house. Epstein, Epstein, pizza is no sin, but you know the truth, now let the truth come in. Epstein, Epstein, are you ready now? Then tell me if Trump was involved, and if so, tell me how. Is your penis inflated, or is it like a stick? Whatever it is, I don't care for your dick. I just want Ghislaine to finally name names. Did they eat babies? That would be a shame. Was Andrew involved? Then castrate him. Epstein, Epstein, pizza is no sin, but you know the truth, now let the truth come in. Epstein, Epstein, are you ready now? And tell me if the Pope was involved. Was he involved? And if so, how?